Hey, I'm back. Okay, so what happened was I did not go to sleep around 6 like I thought I would. What ended up happening was that, which was kind of good, I grabbed an energy drink, of course, and then I made that video where you see it. And then from there, I ended up living life. And then, let's see. Yeah. So I ended up living life, and then I went over to the theater department and I realized I have a problem and I need to rectify it. And it's my own problem. It's my fault, nobody else's problem or fault. I need to work on being early instead of being late. So 100% I agree. I get it. So I'm gonna be working on that quite a bit. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be there early. So I went after I ate, I went over to the theater department because like me and a couple other ladies were supposed to measure other people. So we went ahead and measured people, and then from there, it was just, no, I hung out with the people, and even though the drama teacher was like, you're gonna measure, she did not have me measure. I'm like, does the drama teacher hate me? And they're like, no, it's not that. It's just that so and so has the most experience. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like breathe in and breathe out, and I'll be okay with it. So yeah, and so basically I just hung out with the teens for a while, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and hang out here because that way I'm not late. And so basically I stayed there until after they had pretty much measured everything, they finally started measuring other people about 3:30, and then after 3:30, they started what was it? Measuring people, and then they measured them until like about 5, and then just hung out just a little bit until a little after 5, and then after that I went to dinner, and then after dinner, as I was walking out, there was this is a Christian group that is at the nearby Baptist church. They're like, hey, so and so, you want to join us for it's basically like a fun night that they have. So they're like, hey, we can go ahead and join you for this fun night that we have tonight. And like some Mondays they go ahead and do Bible study. Tonight they went ahead and just played games. So what I'll do is like every single moment I have a chance, I'm just going to try and do homework from now on. I'm going to try. Not guaranteed, but definitely try. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then what else is there? Go and do that, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and what else is after that? I'm organizing some items. Oh, I have cool news. Okay. Where did I place it? Okay, there it is. So I went ahead and I ended up joining them at their house. I was like, do they have internet? And they're like, yes. I was like, cool. So I ended up going over to their house, and we played games, and then I started doing some of my homework, so I'm going to go ahead and continue working on it. They put down like, hey, research some of these areas to see if you would be interested in doing them or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do as many as possible over an hour's time, which it doesn't seem as though it takes too much time to research this information, because some of it's like museums, for example. Some of it's, I looked at some of it's basically Winston Churchill, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So it was set up before World War One, like a week before war was declared, and then taken down after World War Two. Why does this sound highly suspicious? Like they started before World War One was declared, which kind of makes sense because they're like, okay, we can see it happening. But then it continued on for this war room until after World War Two was done. It's like they knew that something was going to happen. if you don't hear from me in like 3 days, within the next 3 days, I think something's happened to me because I'm onto something. Um, so yeah. Hey, maybe. Oh, it's like that. Okay. But yeah, so there we go. So what I'm going to do, this puzzle is 300 pieces and it's a certain size. And what I think it is, what I think I'm going to do, especially once I'm done with this puzzle, go ahead and get a couple more puzzles. And then after I've gotten a couple more puzzles, go ahead and basically stack together. So I'm going to complete all of these, move over here. And as you know, the more weight, the flatter it gets. So what I'll do is basically get a few more puzzles, and I have a bunch, and basically stack them one on top of the other. So that way that area ends up being flat. So instead of like curvy like that, it'll be flat. How I'll pack it up is basically I'll take the top puzzle and I'll move it over here, and then I'll crumple it up and put it back into its original box. That's basically what I'll do, how I'll handle that. And yeah, it's just a fun thing for me to do while I'm living life. So yeah. Oh, that's over here. No, that's not over there. But it looks like it is. Okay, it is. I need to move this around because I'm adding more and more pieces. Okay, so anyway, like basically house, and I need to move the house over there. I guess pretty soon it's going to be kind of hard to transport without it like losing its form. So yeah. But yeah, so I basically just hung out with people and I enjoyed myself. It was good times. And so yeah, I appreciated it. It was nice. Simply because I know sometimes you're able to enjoy life and then sometimes maybe not so much. So I enjoyed the simplicity of it. I understand why you're like, I enjoy peace, just in life and then in terms of the relationship. And I get it. I do. So yeah, how are you? Are you okay? And I asked because I noticed you didn't post anything. I checked a few times before I started this video, so I just want to make sure that you're okay and everything's all right. I hope that you enjoy Valentine's Day because I know that's definitely coming up. Oh, do you have anything special planned? Because it's Valentine's Day. And it could be something as simple as we're just gonna like share notes or something. So, and it's something simple and enjoyable and relaxing all at the same time. There we go. There we go. No, not quite. This is under another part, I think. I really need to start jogging. And I say that because, like, earlier I was like, I'm restless and, like, want to use up my energy. And so, yeah, I was like, I need to use it up. I'm so full of it. Whee! So, yeah. Hopefully I can do that in the near future. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah. Oh, this might be it. Maybe. I realize some of this is like part of the roof. Nope. Okay. um, and it's full of flowers. It looks serene. I'll have to admit. So, yeah. There we go. I think it's really cool, especially where you see like houses that have vines, or like here, it looks like have flowers and such all over it. But then the house is actually built to weather the storms and like, yeah, have it where things don't happen to the house, whether there's storms to it, or like it doesn't, it's repairable. It's very, very simple and easy to fix. And it's not really any long lasting damage, or there's not really any damage. So it's like the wise man and or the wise woman and the foolish woman. The wise woman goes ahead and builds the house so that way it's like sturdy and can outlast pretty much anything. But then the foolish woman builds the house so that way, like, you have a storm and the house immediately falls. And it's like, what? So, like, one woman, she's like, I'm going to build a house on cement. And then the other woman builds the house on sand. So that way it just falls pretty much almost immediately. So, yeah. I think, there we go. I want to be that woman who builds her house on cement and not sand, where something is good, long lasting, and sturdy. That's just like in terms of mentality and emotionally and all that jazz. So I would like that, where it's something secure and safe, basically. Yay, I'm almost done with the house portion. Is that it? No, that's not it. So it goes straight down-ish. That's not it. That's not it either. Oh yeah, so a week or so ago, what it was that a lady, she's like, oh, I want you to see this other person's dog. And so she takes her boyfriend over to where the dog's at. And then after like maybe 10 minutes, he's like being super affectionate with the dog and such. And they're on the stage. This is in drama. They're on the stage and he's showing the dog affection and such. Because like she was like, hey, here's this dog. So he's like showing the dog affection. And so after a few minutes, the girl she's like 19, 20. She's like, you're showing the dog affection? Why not show me affection? And so, like, at that point, I was like, wait a minute. So you introduce him to the dog, and then you get jealous because he's showing attention to the dog. And I pointed that out because I'm like, ma'am, like, you asked, like, you introduced him to it, and then you get jealous because he is showing attention to the dog. I'm like, that does not make sense. I no comprende. And he's showing attention to the dog, like, because you introduced him to the dog. So, like, after a minute or two, she's sitting there, and then she's looking at her boyfriend, and then she's like, Oof. I'm just like, I pointed that out because I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why are you jealous about the fact that he's showing attention to a dog when you introduced him to the dog? And I did that also because it's like, but you, there we go. I did that also, or like mention that because it's like, it doesn't make sense, A. And then also because, what else was there? He was showing attention to the dog because she introduced it, and then she got jealous of the dog. And so what I realized basically is that for whatever reason, like, for example, I was like, I want to audition for the girl part. Not that I want it, but I want to audition for it. And then she got jealous and insecure. It's like, ma'am, like I said, I don't want it. I just want to play around and audition for it. Not that I'll actually get it. So I think she has some insecurity issues basically. And it's like, ma'am, like, I think you need to work a bit on that because it's not healthy, I think, in the long run. And people might be like, oh, that's normal. And it's like, yeah, it might be normal to a certain degree, but there comes a time in which, like, you need to control yourself and understand, like, it's not healthy, basically. And you need to let that go quite a bit, like, ASAP. Because I've come across people who end up becoming jealous, and it can cause problems. And it's like, just no. Like, no, especially when it's like you introduced him to the dog and now you're jealous of the dog. And it's like, let's leave that behind. Like, a lot. So, yeah. Hopefully she'll learn and improve. I don't know. That is completely and utterly up to her at this point. She's, how old is she? She's like, I think in her second year. Yeah, she's graduating soon. Okay, that's right there. Trying to figure out. Okay, that's not there. Where does that go? So yeah, hopefully she heals enough or starts realizing that it's not just in her best interest or anybody else's best interest for her to act or react that way. Because it's really not helpful in the long term. So, goals. The definite goals. So, yeah. Yeah, I think if I did like one more and then it should slightly straighten out, flatten. And then if I do a couple more, it should flatten out even more. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm almost done with this. Kind of. I'm excited. The only hard part will be the sky. Because it's all same color, and here's the sky. It's all pretty much the same color and things like that. So I'm like, okay, is that possible? Is it? So we will see. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error figuring this out. That's all I know. Part of the roof. Where does this part go? Found it. I enjoy puzzles. They like, there's a method to the madness, almost. So, yeah. It's not really madness, I would have to say, but there's definitely a method to it where it's like everything has its place. And it's kind of relaxing, getting everything in its order, basically. So, there we go. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day and something positive happens and you enjoy life. Or I hope that you enjoyed today at least and you're enjoying life. And yeah, I'll try and do videos throughout tomorrow. Well, take that back. I have we're going to the campus that's about 45 minutes south of here. It's an HBCU basically. And so yeah, we're going over there and they actually have a museum over there, which I think is kind of cool. So I'll be going over there with them. And then there we go. And the sky's gonna be frustrating for me. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. I enjoy doing puzzles. I guess it's like the logical side of me. So, yeah. There we go. Hey, I found it. Okay, good. Anyways, I'm doing this while being like intently focused on the puzzle. I will talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day. Yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, and I'll be able to respond tomorrow because I know it's late and you might be asleep. I don't know. Yeah, and yeah, hope you're okay. Since yeah, I haven't heard from you, so I do hope that you're okay, that you're alive. Um, up, up. There we go. There. Okay, wrong way. Yeah. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. I love you. Oh, if there was anything else that I missed, and you wanted me or you wanted to talk about, feel free to let me know simply because I have no idea if there was something that I missed or anything like that. So just mention it again. And I'll respond tomorrow, basically, or like Thursday afternoon. So it'll be like, we'll be out from 8 a.m. until we should be back about 1. So, yeah. And I think the drama teacher doesn't hate me anymore or as much, which is a relief because, yeah, I think basically she was upset that I kept coming in late, and then like last minute I was like, yeah, I can't come, like I'll be out of town. So yeah, but she seems better, at least. But I'll talk to you later. Hope you have a great day, and yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Love you.